The rapid implosion of the Māori Party has intensified. The vicious public spat has turned into a real political crisis. The two rogue MPs have been expelled from the party. That is madness. The Māori Party only has 6 MPs, now they only have 4. Proportionally, this is the equivalent of the National Party expelling 15 MPs. Expelling 33% of party MPs. This is not normal, this is not something that can be ignored or overlooked. The left cannot excuse this. The party is in a state of civil war and internal collapse. Good, let them crumble. Now is the ideal time for Chris Hipkins to roll them out. Clearly state that they will have no place in his government. Refuse to even consider a coalition with them. This is the perfect time for such a statement. It would be the final nail in the coffin. As it is, rebuilding the party will be very difficult. Coming back from this is going to be hard. Without the possibility of a place in government, there will simply be no motivation to do so. Labour needs to finish the job. I hope the waka jumping law is invoked against the rogue MPs. That will trigger by-elections, both of which should go to Labour. This would severely weaken the Māori Party and strengthen Labour's position going into 2026. This would be an ideal outcome, especially if the disgraced MPs contest the seats and split the deranged vote. It is incredible how the Māori Party has been ripped apart by a spat that has nothing to do with policy or ideology. It is all motivated by pure personal ambition. That is incredibly obvious. They are not even pretending it is ideological. This is a very rare thing in politics, and it is something that does great damage to their credibility. Self-serving, power-hungry fanatics of this type should be nowhere near government. I will be furious if Labour is stupid enough to put these idiots in government, not to mention the inherent danger of such a thing. If such an implosion occurred while the Māori Party was in government, it could quite easily bring the government to its knees. It could cause the government to collapse entirely. Losing 2 MPs could easily break a government's majority and force a snap election. A snap election that the left would lose badly. The next election is going to be very close. Every seat will count. We cannot afford to depend on a group of unstable fanatics. This would ruin the left. BHN has been attempting to downplay the seriousness of this spat by claiming the Māori Party is just a young party. They have been around for over 20 years. When the Labour Party turned 20, they were governing the country and doing an incredible job, dragging us out of the Great Depression and through the Second World War, leaving office with New Zealand as a world-class economy. The Māori Party cannot even govern itself. They are arrogant to even dream of governing the country. Stop making excuses, they need to take some accountability. If they want to govern, they need to be serious people. They need to be organised. There is no excuse for this. If you govern poorly and trash the country, such excuses will not cut it. The Māori Party has deteriorated badly. Back in the John Key days, they were actually a somewhat respectable party. Now, they are the furthest possible thing from a respectable party. I do feel that this whole implosion has vindicated me. For a long time I have been saying the Māori Party is a doomed cause. For a long time I have been telling the left they need to abandon the Māori Party. But the left foolishly tethered itself to this rotten ship, and now it is sinking. Cut the ropes immediately.